Namaste and welcome back to Waking Up with Mindful Serenity Yoga. And we're going to, or yoga, or mindful serenity, we're going to reach in and grab a question from the jar and we will begin answering it. Can you explain your analogy about being a dancer in the dance of life? Can you explain your analogy about being a dancer in the dance of life? Wow. Yes, I do believe. First of all, I'll take a deep breath, I guess. I believe that we're all dancers in the dance of life. I believe that life is this amazing performance going on before us. We are here to grow and learn and participate in it. We are here to learn to be the best dancers we can be while we're dancing. Dancers, of course, the best dancer, of course, is someone who is relaxed in their movements, who goes with the flow of music, who doesn't resist the music or resist the performance of the other dancers, who can see the whole picture, who can move with the music. Most of us, however, are dancers who are very awkward on stage because we're trying to control our movements. We're trying to control the movements of the other dancers on stage with us. We have expectations of how they should be dancing, how they should be moving. And if they don't move the way we say we think they should, we feel like they're screwing up our performance. We want music to be a certain way. We don't necessarily like the music that's playing as life unfolds in front of us, and we want it to be a different type of music so that we can have different type of dance movements going on. And we resist so much the choreographers, explanations and directions. We think that life, this dance, is here to serve us, that we are the prima ballerina in this dance, and the dance is supposed to be centered around us, created and centered around us. And when it isn't, our movements become resistant. We start resisting, we tense up. And if you've ever danced before, you'll know that the worst thing you can do when you're dancing is tense up, because your movements will be awkward and strained and there will be no flow. Dance is all about listening to the music and feeling it, the felt experience of it, and moving according to that felt experience. It's not about controlling the choreographer, controlling the music, controlling the other dancers, controlling the performance. When we learn to participate in life as a dancer who is relaxed, who is going with the flow of the dance, with the flow of the movement, allowing whatever it is to unfold in front of us and saying, okay, this is what I'll do, now that I see that happening. It's not about saying, okay, what if that happens? I'm going to get prepared for that. So I'm going to tense up here and prepare for that move. It's all a matter of just relaxing into the dance, into the flow. It's so hard for many of us to do that. That's why our movements are so awkward. That's why we're so broken up and beaten up by life. It's because we're resisting it. We're pushing against it. We're saying this should not be. It should be easier than this. That dancer over there should be doing what I want them to do or what I expect they should do. We've taken on the role of choreographer, music director, director, as well as the dancer, the prima ballerina role. And we think that that's the way life is, when it isn't. We're just small specks of salty beingness on this planet, on this tiny, tiny planet in this infinite universe. We just get to be a part of it for a very short period of time. From the time we take our first breath to the time we take our last. This is how long it is. And God, what are we doing? We're trying to control all of it so that it suits this individual. We stuff so many things inside us that we just think, okay, it's got to be better than this. So I don't want to have this stuff inside me aggravated. So I'm going to do whatever I can to control the dancing out here, controlling the music, controlling the choreographer's directions. Instead of just saying, man, it's not about me. I just get to be a dancer in this amazing dance. So I always say sometimes when we're dancing, find out, like with myself, I'll find myself sometimes all tangled up in the dance. I've been trying to control it so long. I've been so tense up. I've been so, awkward in my movements that I get all tangled up in the limbs of the other dancers, and I end up on the floor, and I wake up and say, oh my gosh, I'm up on the stage again. How did I get up here? What a mess I'm in. And so I slowly disentangle myself. I slowly, dust myself off. And, I'm red-faced and ashamed that this has happened, that once again I found myself up here trying to dance and awkwardly in this dance. And I pull myself back into the seat, the audience seat. I walk away from the stage, get down the stage, find a seat in the audience, and then I look up at the dance. And then when I look up at the dance from back there, it is much more comfortable for me. There's no injuries. There's no, getting all tangled up again. And I realize that things are clearer because I'm further away. I can see the whole dance a little bit better. And though I never will understand the choreographer's intentions, though I'll never understand why the dance is the way it is, and why it's happening the way it is, and what's supposed to happen next, that's not why I'm here as a dancer. My job is to sit back here and learn the dance, learn to see that the greatest dancers I'm witnessing up ahead are those that are relaxed. They're not tensing up, and they're going with the music, rather than demanding that the music and the choreographer's instructions go with them. They don't see it as them. It's all about me. That's not the purpose. It's all about the dance, because they are the dance. They aren't just participating in it. They are the dance. And so when I'm back here for a while in this seat of objective awareness and objective observation, and I'm looking at what I got lost in, because when we focus on the negative, I've had quite a bit of crazy stuff going on, and I find that it just draws me in because it's so powerful. It draws me in, and I get lost in it. I get all tangled up in it, and then I think it is me, and this is my life, and this is what's going on, and I'm this person that's all tangled up, and it's, I'm this dancer, and nobody's doing the dance the way I want them to do the dance, and I get all tangled up in that ideation. And I get lost in it, and I forget that, oh my goodness, there's seats in the audience I could be sitting in watching this dance, right? And that's the first step, disentangling yourself from myself, well, I'll say myself, and moving back into that seat of objective observation and witnessing what's going on stage. It's not me what's going on stage, right? At this point, I'm just observing life do what life does. Life has its own agenda. I just get to be a part of it. And once I watch how people are, the best dancers are relaxing into life, they're the ones that are performing the greatest. They're the ones that are enjoying the dance. And from here, as I learn and grow, I can say, okay, I can go back up on the stage, not as the object of consciousness, but as the consciousness itself. And when I go back up onto that stage to dance, and I relax into what life unfolds in front of me, I allow it. I accept reality for being exactly as it is. I accept life for being exactly as it is. And I just realize that I get to participate in it. And I listen for the music, and I move with the music rather than against the music. Then I too become one of those great dancers. I get to dance and make this dance something worth watching, worth participating in. And that's what I mean by the dance analogy, is that life is a dance, and we are the dancers in that dance. But because we are dancers in that dance, we need to relax into what life gives us. And the more we relax into life, what life gives us, we realize that we are not only the dancer, we are the dance. We don't only have a life, we are life. And it's all one amazing flow of energy that we get to be a part of. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for joining me.